Either.
Thank you, Alexi. Lovely to be here. I think this is the third year that I'm speaking at EIS. Now, I'd like permission to share my screen. I hope that works.
Yeah.
Is that working, Alex?
Yeah, all good. Thank you.
Beautiful. So my topic today, and you'll notice that Alex didn't give us the topic, and that was deliberate because I was waiting for inspiration. I'm talking about, my topic is let's innovate and stuff up in the process. I'm Australasia's passion provocateur. I'm Chief Executive of Kovess International. I'm CEO and International Marketing Director of Textile and Composite Industries. We make the world's most effective and economic hemp decorticator. I'm Secretary of the Australian Industrial Hemp Alliance, Australia's peak national body for industrial hemp. So two key topics I'm going to discuss with you today. Number one, you must be willing to stuff up. And number two, I want to discuss emerging innovations in industrial hemp, because this is the topic we're talking about. So why listen to me on innovation? Well, here's just a short list. I established organic farm in 1976. I'm the world's first passion provocateur. I sold passion to government, believe it or not. Through my tax, I was a lawyer previously. I financed innovative oil and gas developments that I created. I've come up with a 10,000 for 10,000 project for the Global Energy Network Institute, where we're looking for 10,000 companies to sponsor 10,000 Indian and African villages. Are you aware that 300,000 Indian villages do not have electricity? For 20 years, I came up with innovative income tax strategies. I'm the CEO of Textile and Composite. I'm author of 3 unique books. I've established the Freedom Collaboration to fight for and preserve human freedoms during COVID-19 attacks on our freedom. I constantly create new relationships between people. That's an element of innovation. I'm working on new aged care solutions for Australia. Australia will need 700,000 new aged care workers by 2025. No one knows where they're coming from. I'm the co-CEO and founder of a dental practice management business with Julie Parker Practice Success. And as Alex kindly said, I've published 74 episodes of the Charles Kovess Show, which you can find on YouTube or a podcast. So I'm somewhat innovative. What is innovation? When I access my courage to do things my way. And just to show you how current this is, that wasn't happening 10 years ago, last week, the Australian Financial Review published this magazine, worth reading, some brilliant ideas in there, but it just shows you the level of interest in this game at the moment. You are born innovative. But innovation without making mistakes is not possible. So I urge you to create your own mistakes philosophy. Mine is mistakes are good. Mistakes are valuable learning opportunities. Most people don't have their own philosophy. Craft it for yourself first, and then your organization must have one. If it doesn't, it will disappear down a plug hole, because at present, most organizations punish people for making mistakes. So risk-taking and mistake-making requires your courage, and passion is the greatest source of your courage. That's why I'm the advocate, global advocate, one of the world's experts on passion. It's the greatest source of your courage, and I consider courage to be the #1 capability of leadership. My definition of passion: it's a source of unlimited energy from your soul, your spirit, your heart, that enables you to produce extraordinary results. So passion is the source of your courage because it comes from your heart. The etymology of the word courage is the French word cœur from the Latin cor, meaning heart. So when you're coming from your heart space, you have the necessary courage to be innovative. This principle was first shared to me by Jim Roach of Roach Mining. His sons are still alive. This was when he was 80 years of age. It was his 80th birthday when I was practicing as a lawyer. Good judgment comes from experience. Experience comes from bad judgment. So, mistakes. Now we go to hemp. I've created this mantra, HP by 4. Hemp is healthy products leading to healthy people, leading to a healthy planet with healthy profits. And profits are not the purpose of hemp, but profits to an organization is like oxygen to a person. They're essential for survival, but they're not the purpose of survival. From hemp, this one plant, 10 categories of products: food, clothing, building, medicine, ethanol, fertilizer, composite materials, body care products, rope and baling twine, and packaging materials. The cross section of the hemp stalk is made up, shows you what it's made up of. The core meaning herd, which is herd, and fiber on the outside. And the challenge is to separate one from the other before you can then harness this wonderful plant. The seed you can harness all the time, but if you want all these other materials, you need to decorticate this hemp stalk. And so that's what a hemp fiber crop looks like. It's a magnificent material that grows in 100 days. 15, 20 tons of material per hectare, biomass, 4 tons of root matter, which breaks down very quickly, builds soil. Magnificent, world's best crop, the most amazing. You can live, a community could entirely live off hemp. So we invented an innovative, patented D8 decorticator over a 27-year journey, and I've been involved in this company for 9 years. Here's what it looks like now, a decorticator that overcomes a huge problem in the hemp industry, which was the problem of retting, a Dutch word, coming back to Simon, our previous speaker, on retting is a Dutch word that means rotting. This avoids the problem of rotting, expensive, time-consuming. The innovation journey here, this is fully IoT, Internet of Things capable. It's safety requirements for Canada, US, Europe. This is what it looked like when I first came on board in 2012. And then it developed into this machine. And then 2018, it looked like this. And then I've shown you the current version. The fiber the raw fiber that comes out of the machine looks like this on the left. And after you degum it for textile use, it looks like cotton. Amazing material. The herd is like wood chip. You build magnificent hempcrete walls. This building material, hempcrete, is the world's best building material, according to many experts. There's a hempcrete wall at Freshwater Creek in Victoria showing artistic design possibilities. Composite materials. There's a shipping pallet that weighs 13 kilograms that does the work of a 40-kilogram wooden pallet and is reusable because it's inert, where wooden pallets can't be used internationally. Our fiber was used to make the car body on a Lotus. So motor car manufacturers are starting to use hemp fiber in composite materials, in structural materials. There are 10 significant advantages of hemp. Here are the 5 key emerging innovative hemp-based products for both local and global markets. Composite bowls to replace clear plastic bowls. We're working with farming companies. Fiber for biodegradable weed matting to replace black plastic. Herd for hempcrete homes. Seed for a wide range of food products, and medicinal cannabis from the flowers and the buds. So you can make medicinal cannabis from the flowers and buds, and then use the stalk for all the other materials. Of course, with any innovation, there are blockages, and all of you involved in innovation know those blockages. Being innovative is like riding a bicycle. If you don't feel resistance, you aren't going fast enough. So the big blockages at present for these industries are Big Pharma. Big Pharma is arguing all sorts of nonsense around wanting to have isolates in medicinal cannabis. They want to produce the isolates. There's 150 cannabinoids in the hemp plant. Supply chains existing are difficult for hemp. Government regulations, existing systems of business operations, the lack of risk capital. 5 major blockages, but you can never get anything new without blockages. Hang on. So, Buckminster Fuller. I'm a fan of Buckminster Fuller. You never change things by fighting the existing reality. To change something, build a new model that makes the existing model obsolete. So, a key strategy for innovation: think and act like a child. Quote there from the Bible, but I do believe that we know so little that when you start to embrace this idea, because you were born innovative as I started, if you embrace this idea, your life, your innovation capabilities will expand enormously. There's all my contact details, all the different parts that I play. And I want to share with you one other thing before questions. That was 11 minutes, Alexi, so I think I did all right on my 10-minute limit. If you put on view on the top right corner, shift to speaker view on your computer, so that rather than having the gallery view of all 23 participants, just get me to be the speaker just for the moment. I know I'm ugly, but you know, just put up with that for the moment, because I want you to look at this map behind me up here. This is the world's most accurate map of the planet, invented by Buckminster Fuller. It is a Dymaxion map. It is in the shape of a strange cutout. Why is it like that? Because it folds up into this, a dodecahedron. And the point is that most of you look at a map grossly distorted that shows, for example, Greenland on a Mercator projection. Greenland is shown 3 times the size of Australia. In fact, it's 1/3 the size of Australia. So it's a 9 times distortion. I have this at the back of my head because Buckminster Fuller, his innovation on this is a constant reminder to me to think like a child, to never accept what anybody says and go, wow, why is that? Thank you. Happy to answer questions, discuss any matters, and anything you'd like to discuss. So lovely to be with you. Thank you, Alex, and well done for organising this summit.
Thank you very much, Charles. As always, and as the year before, you inspire us in different ways. Talks and discussions and sharing. And thank you very much again. And if there is 1 or 2 questions, that would be great.
Alessio has his hand up.
Yep. Please.
I'm almost feeling bad because I'm always asking questions. So I want to be a provocateur as well then now. So when I was working in IBM, we were working on digital transformation, and the key word was fail fast. So, and I think a lot of people actually took that too literally, to the point where they thought they could do everything, and a lot of people still do, and they just waste resources. So what is your point on that? Can we adjust that, try everything with a little bit of more thing?
No. That's, you see, the best, Alessio, the answer to that is, no, you have a team. You say, here's 27 ideas, as Simon just shared with us, all these possibilities. Which ones are we going to pursue? We can't pursue all of them. And my metaphor for this is that within my hands is the entire collection of human knowledge. What each one of us, the smartest person on the planet, knows this much out of all of this. That's why teamwork is so essential. That's why the generation, the exploration of ideas, and fail fast means have a go, not just throw endless resources at it. So you have to take risks. And it's balanced risk. So you think like a child, and then you put your idea on the table. And I want to give you one other element to this. I have checked with medical experts, and you talk to any medical expert and ask them, to what extent does the entire medical profession understand what is happening in your body? Entire. The answer is less than 5%. Okay, so that each one of us and the whole profession knows so little. That's why you think like a child, because you go, wow, this sense of wonderment. And then with an adult's eye, you then balance the risk. But to punish people for failing on the risk taking is the greatest sickness in most organizations that I see.
Cool, a good perspective, sorry. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much, Alessio and Charles. I think Simon has many questions.